Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted destination for everything related to Iraq's currency and the evolving global exchange framework. If you're holding Iraqi dinar and wondering whether now is the time to convert, this might be the most important video you see today. Developments unfolding in 2025 reveal that certain banks across the United States have quietly resumed accepting IQD for exchange. Yes, this is happening right now. But before heading to your local branch, it's essential to fully understand what's involved. In this detailed breakdown, we'll guide you through every crucial step, from getting your bills ready to what to expect during the exchange, so you avoid costly missteps and make smarter decisions. Let's begin by understanding why this shift matters. For years, dinar holders faced uncertainty as U.S. financial institutions distanced themselves from handling this currency. Many individuals held on to their IQD without a clear exit strategy, unsure if they'd ever see a return path back to US dollars. But in a notable reversal, a select number of banks have reopened foreign currency services that include Iraqi dinar. This doesn't automatically mean the currency's value is soaring, but it does offer a legitimate channel for conversion, a major breakthrough. Keep in mind that not every bank is participating, and even among those that do, rates and policies differ. Knowing what you're walking into can save both frustration and funds. Your first move should be to identify a financial institution currently offering IQD exchange. It's worth noting that not all banks, even large nationwide ones, handle foreign currency, let alone dinar. Some regional banks and credit unions, especially in areas with a higher number of IQD holders, are stepping in to fill that gap. When conducting your search, try terms like IQD currency exchange near me or banks exchanging Iraqi dinar on reliable search engines. But don't rely solely on online listings. Call the branch directly and speak with someone in their foreign currency division to verify participation. This quick call can save you a wasted trip. Once you've narrowed down your options, make that phone call. This may seem minor, but it's one of the most important steps. When speaking with the representative, ask clear, targeted questions. Do they currently accept Iraqi dinar? What bill sizes are accepted? Is there a minimum or maximum exchange limit? Do they charge a flat service fee or take a percentage of the amount exchanged? Will you need an appointment or do they allow walk-ins? Understanding these details in advance ensures a smoother visit and better outcome. Before stepping into the bank, you'll want to prepare your currency properly. U.S. banks typically enforce strict rules about the condition of foreign notes. Torn, marked, or worn bills may be rejected outright. Spread your bills out, examine their condition, and remove any that are damaged. Group them by denomination and calculate your total ahead of time. This makes it easier for you and the teller to verify the amount and catch any errors on the spot. On the day of your visit, remember to bring a valid government-issued ID, such as a driver's license, passport, or state ID. If you're converting a substantial amount, the bank may request documentation proving how you acquired the currency. This is standard procedure in line with federal anti-money laundering regulations. If you bought your dinar legally and have purchase receipts, bring them. If not, honesty and transparency can go a long way during this step. Once you're at the bank, head to the teller or their foreign currency desk and explain that you're there for an Iraqi dinar exchange. Hand over your identification along with your prepared currency. The staff will inspect your notes carefully, checking for authenticity and quality. This part may take a few minutes, so remain patient. If your currency passes inspection, you'll be quoted the bank's current exchange rate. It's important to remember this rate will likely differ from what you see online or from the Central Bank of Iraq. U.S. financial institutions usually add a margin to cover handling and currency risk. If the offered rate seems lower than expected, you're allowed to ask questions. Inquire if other locations provide more favorable rates or whether the rate improves for larger transactions. Some banks complete the transaction instantly, while others route your dinar through a centralized facility, crediting your account after processing. Knowing how long it will take is vital for planning ahead. Once your transaction is approved, the bank will provide your US dollar equivalent in one of several formats, either direct cash, a deposit into your account, or sometimes a bank-issued check. No matter how you receive the funds, be sure to request a detailed receipt. This isn't just a proof of transaction, it's also essential for your personal records. That receipt may include the total exchanged, service fees, and most importantly, the exact exchange rate used. Keeping this documentation is critical, especially if you're tracking gains, filing taxes, or facing a future audit. With the funds in hand, it's easy to feel the impulse to spend right away, but hold off. This is the perfect moment to pause and consider your next financial move with a cool head. You might choose to allocate part of the money toward a savings account or emergency fund. Others may explore low-risk investment opportunities, such as diversified index funds, or even consider placing capital into a small business venture. The key is not to make emotionally driven decisions. Your goals should always align with your long-term financial health. If you feel uncertain, it's wise to consult a licensed financial advisor who can walk you through sustainable strategies tailored to your situation. Looking beyond the personal level, the renewed willingness of U.S. banks to accept IQD speaks volumes about Iraq's broader financial trajectory. This isn't merely a convenience for investors, it's a signal. It suggests that confidence in Iraq's monetary structure is on the rise. That confidence is largely driven by reforms now underway within Iraq itself. Government-led initiatives are aimed at strengthening the country's financial systems, increasing economic transparency, stabilizing inflation, and promoting domestic industry. These policies help create a more trusted currency environment, which banks around the world monitor closely before deciding to participate. While this does not point to an immediate or explosive revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, it shows that the foundation is being laid for meaningful progress. Many rumors continue to circulate about a possible jump in value to $4.81 or more per IQD. However, seasoned economists warn against such projections. A sudden spike of that magnitude would likely wreak havoc on Iraq's domestic economy and complicate international trade. Realistically, a slow and deliberate appreciation, if it happens, would be far more beneficial for both Iraq and global investors. Gradual increases help maintain economic stability and allow the country to absorb the shift responsibly. One number worth monitoring is 1310, which has become a focal point in Iraq's monetary discussions. This figure represents a benchmark for where Iraq aims to stabilize its currency against the US dollar. Though it falls short of a 1-1 conversion, it reflects the government's intent to build credibility, reduce volatility, and present a consistent financial image to the world. Such benchmarks help attract foreign investment, build international trade relationships, and reduce risk for institutions involved in cross-border commerce. The long-term benefit of a steady, dependable rate cannot be overstated. It creates confidence, and with confidence comes opportunity. As this momentum builds, it's possible that even more U.S. and global banks will quietly join the list of IQD-accepting institutions. For those who've held on to dinar for years, this may finally represent a path to liquidity that was previously blocked. But even in this hopeful environment, caution remains crucial. The foreign exchange market is still influenced by policy, geopolitics, inflation, and regional stability. Staying informed with verified updates is the best way to navigate what comes next. There's no shortage of noise online. Forums full of hearsay, exaggerated predictions, and emotionally charged opinions. That's why it's vital to rely on credible sources, including reputable financial publications, government statements, and first-hand experiences from fellow investors. Here at Iraqi Dinar News, we remain committed to filtering the noise and delivering only fact-based insights. We also encourage viewers to engage in vetted online communities where real-time exchange stories and bank experiences are shared. Just remember to apply discernment when evaluating anecdotal information. Many of you watching have been on this journey for over a decade, Some purchased dinar back when there were few reliable updates, others only recently joined in. No matter your timeline, it's important to understand that success in this space isn't about one lucky break. It's about patience, timing, and preparation. The fact that major U.S. banks are now re-engaging with IQD is not a coincidence. It's a calculated move tied to growing confidence in Iraq's direction. And while we may not know the exact timeline for significant value shifts, we do know this: movement is happening, and it's no longer just speculation. So, let's recap the key takeaways. Start by verifying which financial institutions near you are currently accepting Iraqi dinar. Make the call, confirm requirements, and ask about exchange policies. Prepare your currency properly, check the condition of your notes, and organize them by denomination. Bring valid identification and any supporting documents when needed. Understand the exchange process, fees, and wait times. Once you receive your funds, save your receipt and pause to assess your next step. Strategic thinking now could pay dividends in the future. This is a moment of cautious optimism. The doors to IQD exchange are not just opening, they're staying open. Whether you're taking action now or waiting for further signals, your strongest asset will always be knowledge. Thank you for watching Iraqi Dinar News, where real information meets your financial future. If this guide has brought you clarity, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Drop a comment if you have questions or stories to share. We genuinely value our community and read every message. Until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and stay smart.